Hello guys, this is Oroth and a warm welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're gonna take a look at the new Crusader essences that are soon coming out, and we're gonna analyze them from a PvE perspective. And we're gonna start by looking at the helmet, which is called Iron Faith. And what it says is that sweep attack has a chance to stun the enemy, lasting 1.5 seconds. It will only take effect once on the same target within 4 seconds. And I think that I personally at least writes this essence off quite fast, because we already have Errant Ignition in this slot, which gives us the fire banner. And for most types of PvE content this is a staple, and I can't see anything replacing it right now. The next essence we're going to look at is the Pants essence, and it's called Harris of the Steppes. And what it says is that Drawn Quarter now calls a swift wind steed for you to ride, increasing your primary attack speed. Additionally, your steed will leave behind gusts of wind that increases the movement speed for your allies. Currently in this slot, my favorite essence is Light Striders. And what Light Striders does is that it gives us 2 summons in forms of horses that attack the target, and these horses also works very well with the fire banner. And this new essence, that would be a downside, because I would lose 2 summons, and therefore I would also lose some damage output, because that combination with the banner is very strong. But at the same time, if we look on dungeons for example, it is often wise to downgrade our damage a little bit to increase our speed. And that's what I'm most excited about with this essence, because it doesn't only give us movement speed, it also gives our allies movement speed. And if you think about it, when you mount a horse, you gain 60% movement speed yourself. And it wouldn't make sense if it wouldn't apply the same movement speed buff to your allies, because then you would outrun them and they would not continue to receive the buff. So I hope that your allies will also get 60% movement speed. And if that's the case, this might be a very good essence for dungeons. Also, in addition to that, it increases the attack speed of your primary attack a little bit. And currently we're using a combination often with Akarat's Rebuke and Torrential Refrain. So whenever I hit the target with a primary attack, I will resolve all the remaining dot damage. So of course, if we're able to increase our primary attack speed further, that would be a good thing. What's also good if we're going to use this in dungeons is that we're going to apply movement speed to our allies from the Pants essence, which means that we no longer need the Unholy Wall offhand. And then I can swap that out for something else that increases my damage a little bit. And the new offhand here that we're going to look at soon is also very interesting. The next essence we're going to look at is the chest piece, and it's called Ornate Verdict. And what it says is that when Judgment damages an enemy, it also increases your primary attack speed for 3 seconds, stacking up to a maximum number of times. There's something missing here from the text. There might be some instances where this could perhaps be useful, but as it looks right now, it's so important to have Akarat's Rebuke in this slot, so that Condemn is synced with your primary attack. So for this reason, I'm not very excited about the new chest piece. The next essence is the main hand, and it's called Remonstrant Mace. And what it says is that sweep attack now grants you a holy flail for a short duration, causing your primary attack to sweep through enemies in a wide arc. And yeah, this is linked with sweep attack, and I can't see any way to get sweep attack into my current skills. So yeah, for this reason I'm not super excited about this one either. Especially, or at least not with the type of builds that I like to play with the most. The next essence is the offhand, and it's called Resplendent Mane. And what it says is that Sacred Fire also increases your primary attack speed, stacking up to a maximum amount. There's probably something missing there as well. So I'm very excited to see how big this primary attack speed buff will be. But this is a very, very strong essence. And as I explained to you, in dungeons, for example, if we use the new pants, we can replace Unholy Wall, and then we can put in this new offhand instead called Resplendent Mane. So we might lose a little bit of damage output because we no longer have the summon horses, but to compensate for that we will increase our attack speed on Sacred Fire, which means that we will resolve the dots more often when we use Akarat's Rebuke. So I'm very excited for this essence. And this essence could also work very well in raids. When you don't need movement speed, you can keep the Light Striders and you can use the new offhand instead of Unholy Wall that I'm using in dungeons, for example. So a very interesting essence, and I think that it will go into some of my builds for sure. Finally, we're going to look at the new shoulders, and it's called Upturned Gaze. And what it says is that Judgment now grants you an aura of judgment, marking nearby enemies with the cross and slowing them and causing them to suffer additional damage when struck by your primary attack. So yeah, this looks like an interesting essence for sure, but for PvE I don't think it's gonna work in any of my builds. So yeah, I mean, for dungeons I'm already using the Folly of Saccharum because I want to prolong the banner duration. And yeah, I'm not very excited about this essence at all. So this was my take on the new essences for Crusader, and I'm really looking forward to see which builds that might utilize some of these essences, and of course I'm gonna share it with you guys as soon as I found them. So until next time, I want to wish you a very nice day or a very nice evening wherever you are. And to all of my clan members in Nyx, I would of course like to say Voruk Nyx Sholaxul. So bye bye.
If a boy or if a girl, subscribe to Boros channel. Let him take you to his world. Subscribe to Boros channel. The best choice you will ever make. Subscribe to Boros channel. Hit the bell, a piece of cake. Subscribe to Boros channel. Let me tell you one more time. Subscribe to Boros channel. All the answers you will find. Subscribe to Boros channel.